So why is the cutoff in JEE so low? So you can attribute that the exam is difficult compared to boards, definitely. Uh, you can also attribute it to the pattern of the paper where you have negative marking, and because of negative marking the scores go down. So it's not like a board exams where you get partial marking also, right? So here if you give an incorrect answer you get negative marks and your scores will go down. All right, so the cutoff in JEE is low can be attributed to multiple factors. The difficulty is definitely higher than boards. All right, but for mains it is not as high as it is made out to be. All right, a person who is preparing for boards and has done very good preparation for boards needs to practice papers to get used to the format of JEE mains. But other than that, I don't think the preparation is very different, or the level is very different. Okay, the negative marking does matter. And secondly, you have to solve a given number of questions in a limited number of in a limited amount of time, and that can also play a role in students not performing as well if they are not used to the pattern. And that is why practicing papers becomes really important for these exams. All right, in fact I don't think it is very different in the way we approach boards. जिन्होंने टेंथ दिया है तो आप लोगों ने भी you would have practiced papers at home for maths, for science and others. It's the same thing. You have to be able to think on the spot in these exams, and practicing papers helps you do that, right? So in JEE Advance, let me give you a perspective over here. In JEE Advance, if you score even 25 to 30%, you're in the top 20,000 people in the country. Now let's compare this. Let's compare this with boards and what kind of expectations the board exams actually sets, right? Boards में आप अगर 90% लेकर आते हो तो आप बहुत अच्छे माने जाते हो. And if you are at 40%, you are not even considered anywhere in the league of other students, right? But in JEE Advance, if you score 40 to 50%, you're in the top 8,000 to 15,000 people in the country. So there is a complete mindset shift that is required. And we've seen that a lot of times when students come into for JEE preparation and they don't score as high as their boards when they were preparing for school exams or boards, parents become anxious, students become anxious कि sir मैं तो पहले इतना score कर रहा था अभी क्यों नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ. It is the format of the exam that is important. It is the type of exam that you have to consider, and you have to see that JEE is not about solving everything. It is not about getting 100%. In fact, I don't know if anybody till date has got 100% in JEE Advance. JEE Mains में एक बार हुआ है. One person scored 360 out of 360 2 years back. But other than that, nobody till date has ever scored 100% in JEE Advance or Mains. All right. So you need to set your expectations at the right level. That okay, if my son or daughter, or if I am preparing and I am scoring 40% to 50%, then it is not about how do I get to 90%. It is about how do I go from 40% to 45%. How do I go from 45% to 50%? All right, that is the game. The game is not to shoot up to 90% all of a sudden. All right, so the expectations over here become very important when you come into JEE preparation. Now, can I prepare JEE